Hey guys, what up? What up? How are we doing? Oh shit, I haven't sorted out the fucking chat box. Give me a sec. Doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna hide this. This will get hidden as well. Okay, that is still all good streaming wise. Okay, we're almost there. Cool. Cool. Sorry, just trying to sort out everything. Lovely. Okay. Hope everyone is doing well. If anyone's watching, actually. Yeah, so today's special day. We've actually had a lot of shit happening today. For starters, we had, of course, Gojira. They came out with their new album, Fortitude, finally. Finally, after, I think, almost like 5 years it's been. So that's exciting, and we're going to go through each track today. Oh, sorry. Not gonna lie, I'm really tired today. I didn't get much sleep last night, but I'm holding on. And we're gonna get through this. But yeah, today's been an insane day. We've had Gojira come out with their full-length album. We had a new single from Spirit Box come out, huge, and also Distant put out a new music video, including a new single from their final album they're planning to put out for the whole Dawn of Corruption series. So I've done both reactions for those two today. So after the live stream, go ahead and go check them out. And also today, Villarta finally put out a new single, which is in Swedish, so I can't. And like the translation is something like when your loved ones come back from the dead or something. I don't know. I think we'll just wait a bit longer and then we'll crack on with Gojira. I want to listen to this new Villarta and then we'll get on with Gojira. New Crown Magneter. Cool. I don't know them, but yeah, that's dope. But yeah, I'm just going to kick this stream off with like listening to the new Villarta and then we'll get into Gojira as soon as this is done. Cool. How you been, Zach? Hope you've been doing well. Hope you're doing well. I've heard the music video for this song is like pretty interesting. God, that's low. That tuning. Oh man. This guitar's got a lot of crunch on them, damn. Dope. Oh god, it's so heavy. What up, Dank? Oh, those bends. Giving me the bends. Damn. How you doing, Dank? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So this is just a bit of foreplay before we get into Gojira. Quick question: what is there any song in particular from you Gojira that you particularly like? Like. Also, what are your ratings for the Gojira album before we start the listening party? God, this is so fucking disjointed. I feel like Villarta is just pushing themselves to a new fucking limit. Ooh. It's definitely got this groove to it, but the fact that it's so low tuned and the slow offbeat, it's hard to tell. Add this to my playlist. All. Another World's pretty good. Definitely a different vibe. 9 out of 10 for the album. Fuck yeah. What up, Pablo? Newfound. I haven't heard any of the. I've not listened to actually any of the new tracks. The only tracks I can actually remember are Another World, Into the Storm, and Born for One Thing. Those are the only tracks I can remember. This Villarta. I like how they have this really nice ambience thing going on here. You don't really get this stuff in HLB as much. Sphinx. Okay, looking forward to it. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be asking you for your ratings as we go through each track. As I'm probably going to do a lot of stopping and starting just because, talk about each track individually. Just very briefly, maybe like half a minute, if anything. Cool. Okay. Foreplay is done. We're going to jump right in. Check the stream is still okay. Go. Get those likes in. Yeah. And, without further ado, we're going to start the Gojira live stream. Okay. We're going to start with Born for One Thing. There's also the first, second single for this album. So, yeah, let's do this. I'm excited. Love the snare tones. Such crispiness. And Mario behind them. God, my hair's a mess. And that bass tone in the back, really nice. I really enjoyed this riff. It's like very groovy. It's like almost groove metal, like early 2000s. And then this. Gojira knows how to do riffs. What can I say? I'm looking forward to seeing some high quality riffs. Zach. So flat. For sure. I remember when I first heard this, I wasn't too sure about it. Like, a lot of tracks on this album, like at least singles I heard, I wasn't sure about. Because they're definitely going down the more, mainstream side. But I'm also having the sensation that it could be like Magma, where at the start people weren't sure for it, and then over time it grew on them. It grew on the fans, I guess. Hey, Matzi. This section with our polyrhythms. Look at all those polyrhythms. Cheeky polyrhythms. Goddamn. This section reminds me of Sugar a bit. A lot of attitude. A lot of attitude. I think my only real issue is I just wish the vocals were louder, because I love Joe's vocals. That bass tone. Oh yeah, this section going into the breakdown. I was impressed by this breakdown. It kind of gave me some metalcore vibes a bit. It's a good breakdown. Okay, I forgot this breakdown. I was referring to the one at the very end of the track. That one's dope. I like this section as well. And the snare rolls, which I don't know how Mario pulls it off with one hand while keeping that ride. There it is. By the way, also, guys, as always, let me know if the stream is being blocked or anything. It shouldn't. Because I know in the past, as long as I don't show the music video for Gojira's stuff, it's usually fine. Nice. I don't got much to say about the first track. I think we've all heard it pretty extensively by this point. I did a reaction for that one as well. Again, it's a pretty solid track. I think it's a fun start to the album. It definitely gives a lot of things to the audience. What am I saying? It gives a good bit of variety to anybody listening. It has something for like the older Gojira fans, and something for the newer fan who's more used to like the sound of Magma. But yeah, great start. Let's keep going. Amazonia. Put down your ratings for this track as well, out of 10. I'll give that 8 out of 10. Yeah, and it's Amazonia. I don't know what exactly this instrument is. That was a really good blend. Yep, 8 out of 10. But it's also been really dope how much work Gojira has been doing into like sort of natural conservation from this album. Especially in regards to like the song. I remember the music video for it. I feel those guitars are a bit weak. Oh, there they are again. So groovy. So groovy. Ooh. Yeah, you're right about that, Pablo. It's a bouncy track. And then this section here. And that bend, or that sort of pitched, wow. I like these vocal effects. I forgot about them. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna have forgotten a lot about this album. So this is pretty much like a completely fresh take for me. Like, I didn't remember these vocals. These are really cool. I sort of guess representing those indigenous people. Yeah, the boing boing. I love them boings. Oh god, this is so proggy. At least like these instrumentations on this. I will say I really enjoy that drum mix. I think the drum mix is really on point. Barimbo. Single string African instrument, never heard of one before. Oh, fair enough. Thank you Matt for that. Barimbo. Man, so many different vocal styles on this. Get the boings back. You're in the Amazon, and there's fire. Yeah, the Amazon fires. Such tragedy. I like that thing that they've layered over the snare. It's kind of like a metal drum or something. We got some sampling in the back as well. Right. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Reet 111. No, for sure. From just 2 tracks, I've already heard such a huge variety in Joe's vocals. I'll just quickly give it a pause there. Right, so Amazonia, second track. This was, thus far, the most experimental I think I've heard from the band on the singles I've heard. And I definitely think this was one that it didn't get me the first time I listened to it. I wasn't too sure about it. Definitely some of the riffs are really cool. I like the boings. I like the use of the barimbo. I think that's really dope. Adding those more indigenous or tribal elements to really emphasize the thematic behind the track. God, I'm so tired. Fuck my life. Not so sure about like some sections. I feel like there was a bit too much repetition on that sort of those long open chords. But again, it's another solid track. I felt the guitars were a bit thin on this. Could have been a bit louder, maybe a bit chunkier, a bit more weight to them. But overall, again, it's another solid track, and I'm probably going to agree with the chat and be it's a 7. I'd say 6 or a 7 on this. But yeah, so now we're going into Another World. Another World I actually really enjoyed. Yeah, I'm just going to skip to the next one. Yeah, so this was the first single that came out like last year, like long ago. This was my first reaction I did for Gojira. One thing I really liked about this track is just the tapping that's used right here. It just feels very emotional and visceral compared to a lot of their other stuff. And if you haven't checked out the music video, I'd highly recommend it. It's a really cool animated music video. I also like the fact that Joe is opting to have a lot bit more melody in his vocal ring. A lot of pull-offs, a lot of hammer-ons. very melancholic attitude. These guitar parts. This definitely feels like such a Magma track. And I like this because, like, I don't know, you get a sense of, like, you're hearing the raw drums, like, recorded. And they sound so good, even raw. I also love, like, this more muted guitar section. I will say I did find the guitars to be a bit repetitive when I first heard this song. All of them effects. Yeah. Very angelic, very ethereal. I actually really enjoyed this section. This was, I thought, was a really good outro. This very ethereal, ambiental thing, because I guess in my experience, like, I've never really heard Gojira do a lot of this kind of stuff. How did they keep the effects in, like the doors opening in the ship? Yeah, my playlist, they look pretty ridiculous. Some of these names. I don't know where some of these names came from. Just real random. Okay. What can I say? I really enjoyed the track when it first came out. My only real issue was I just thought the guitar parts were just a bit repetitive sometimes. Like our main guitar riff, I think it was just a bit overused, but I still think it's a really enjoyable track, and I'm gonna say it's like about an 8. I'd say 8 or a 9 out of 10. I think if maybe there's just a bit more variety on the writing, I could see it being like a 9, maybe a 10 out of 10 on this. But no, Another World, I think it's the strongest track for me thus far. Okay. Moving on, we have Hold On. So this is a fresh track for me. I don't know this one. So, yeah. He's been grinding. What? What? Okay, this is interesting already. I don't know what. Sorry, I'm a bit like lost as to what I'm listening to. Hello, J.R. Williamson. The harmonies are pretty on point. When you can definitely tell you have a quality singer when they're able to harmonize with themselves like that well. I was not expecting this. He's been grinding. This is where you play in the gym. When you're trying to get a pump, you gotta be grinding. Sure, the livestream's still all good. Yes. Those tasty harmonies. boy. I felt that. I felt that one. My goddamn playlist. Oh yeah, I would say if any of you wanted to follow my playlist, I'd recommend Abyssal if you want all the heavy shit. Okay, this is my favorite so far. This is my favorite. I like this, the variety. Ocean of stress. Here's the thing, I quite like the fact that he has a sort of a strained voice. So this is dope. This is fucking dope. I'm giving this a 10. This is a 10. I know there's not a jab at the vocals, but I will say this song also. I don't know. I can hear the age on this guy. He's got that gruff, throaty voice. So oh yeah, you recommend a new fan? Okay. Tasty leads. Oh, here's a question for you guys. What favorite Gojira album? Go in the chat right now. Favorite Gojira album. I'll start Way of the Flesh for me. Oh, you're new to them? Okay, I'd highly recommend going back on their discography. There's some absolute bangers. Both ones are solid as well. I like this track. Has all the tropes of Gojira, which I love. It also has some moments that are reminding me of like the Way of the Flesh. Oh man, no, okay. So far, this is the track, but I'm looking forward to the next one. Okay, that was a 10 for me. That was a 10 out of 10. Why? Because huge amounts of variety. It felt like more of a prog track, which for Gojira, they've been trying to, I guess, transition into the more proggier side of metal. And Magma showed that they're very capable of it. And at least this track is, I think, the first, like, this is a prog band, do it with a bit more heavier elements. I like that they incorporated some of their more old school sounds that I've definitely remember hearing from, like, days of L'Enfant Sauvage, From Mars to Sirius, I think it was called, and The Way of the Flesh. I really enjoy that. The vocal harmonies were on point. And yeah, no, I really dug that. That's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10. Yeah, I got some Mastodon vibes from that as well. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, now we move on to Newfound. So this was one of the hyped ones. So let's see if it lives up to it. It's the longest track on the album as well. So let's see, can it retain you know, the focus. That's a good start. It's a good start. We got phasers. I feel sad for that whammy getting abused like that. Okay, never mind. This is the way of the flesh right here. This is the way of the flesh, l'enfant sauvage. God, and I thought this band had lost the heavy. Jeez. I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, Joe, you really pushing your vocals on this. Oh, really enjoying this. Damn, boy. Damn. Seems okay. Sweet. Seems so good. You know, when I first did that transition to the chorus, I wasn't. It was quite jarring because he went from like a sub drop into this very sort of percussive, like sort of chorus. It definitely lost a bit of energy, but it added a lot of tension. Oh God, I just wish Joe's vocals were a bit higher in the mix right here. It'd be so epic, so anthemic. You know, I actually kind of appreciate the fact that we're coming back to this main riff. Bro, that's too heavy, man. And here I was thinking, it was like, oh, this new album was just gonna be like, you know, it's just gonna be like a more tame Magma. No. I could definitely see like the words newfound like being sort of like that, ask the crowd, get that response. It's like newfound. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention, but this cover is pretty dope. This is a really cool looking cover, and it sort of blends really nicely with everything else in their discography. Like it reminds me of the Way of the Flesh cover a bit. Ooh, that's bringing me back to Backbone days. That's a Backbone. and that lead, that slight lead, really, really nice. I really like that choir in the back. I want a bit louder. I want it a bit louder. Okay, I guess we're fading out on this. Really nice. Really great track. It met those expectations, I'll say that. I'll give it a 10. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. Put some ratings down, boys. What are your ratings? And also, if you've been enjoying this live stream so far, give it a like. It really means a lot. 11 out of 10. 8.5, fair enough. Okay, I guess title track, 2 minutes. Oh, and it's going into the song The Chant. I see what you mean. I think that last track, that fade out was a bit excessive, I'd say. It must have been really cool to record some of these instruments, even if it's probably like a block of wood. Yep, interlude time. This is where you go. Go to the bathroom, get some popcorn. I will say this album is probably their most experimental they've gone this far. I think it's really cool. I think it's interesting. You know, I think they definitely like transition to more experimental. I mean, better than some bands. Really calming. Wow, I'm so chilled out right now. This is really not helping my tiredness today. Oh my god. Really? Yeah. All honesty, this track, I wasn't too sure about this track at all. I will say something. If we use Fortitude and the Chant and we just decide it's one track, because it kind of is. Yeah, it's a long track. Oh no, I remember this track. This was the one me and my girlfriend said it sounded like Shooting Star. Like it was like this album's version of Shooting Star a bit. Oh, it's got that fuzz though. I gotta respect that fuzz. I'm definitely like, why is it that in this song is the vocals actually like really up front? Yeah, it sounds like Shooting Star to me. We got shakers. And a scream as well. Nah, don't worry. Don't worry. Like, in all honesty, like, again, I'm definitely more of the old school Gojira guy. Like, this track is definitely the weakest for me. I don't know, this just kind of reminds me of, like, desert hippies, kind of. I can imagine this being, like, played in a tent in the middle of the desert. Yeah. But the video, I didn't know they had a video out for it. Now that is an old school fucking solo if I've ever heard one. Okay. Probably after this stream I'll go and have a look at the music video for this track. It's really weird hearing like a guitar solo like this and a Gojira song. I was not ready for that. Oh god, it's giving me stoner vibes so much. I will say one thing. I think if I was to listen to this track with the music video, or even just on its own, while smoking a little something that's a certain greenish look to it, I feel like it could be like, I think I would really appreciate it more. The part of me thinks we're coming on his lazy. Wow. Poor Joe, or your other man. Well, what was the chat like? Was it like just that was just that was a different experience entirely. It felt like I was, I guess, like a folk stoner ballad. It felt that way. I would say I do really like the solo. I think the solo is really dope. Whales, so many whales. Alright, Sphinx. Back to the heavy. Back to the heavy. Well, I should pause it just because, like, just quickly talk about the Chant and Fortitude. Regardless of like how it is, I think it did one really cool thing, which is the fact that it gave a nice break in the album, because this album is pushing 51 minutes. And I think when you're pushing, like, if you're doing an album and you have it over, I think 50 minutes, in my opinion, I think you should have some kind of interlude, some kind of breather. Not gonna lie, I think 7 minutes, if to me it felt like a 7-minute breather. So definitely I feel like the Chant, the track itself could definitely be shortened a bit. But overall it was a nice breather. It was a good interlude. That's what I can say. That's what I can say about that. I'll give it like maybe it's like a 5 or 6 for me on that one. 5 or 6. I think if it was a bit shorter and maybe a bit more I guess more interesting instrumentation on the Chant, I think it could have really gave it a bit more. But anyway, okay, we're going on the Sphinx, which already sounds like more old school stuff again. Yeah, I can change my opinion, yeah. As I said, like, my first impression of an album is, for the most part, not my final opinion. That's why I usually have my, if I do a review for an album, it comes out like a week after. Oh yeah, speaking of which, yeah, I will be doing a review for this album. Because I think there's a lot to talk about when you break it down. Oh yeah, it definitely reminds me of the Mars is Serious. I'm trying to think of what particular track it is. Actually, I can't think of which track it is at the moment. That guitar tone. I love that guitar tone. Oh, From the Sky. Yeah, that was the one. Oh, this layering. I remember last time I heard Joe sound so disgusting. Loving these riffs. It's like chuggy, but at the same time it's got some nice leads to it. Ooh, some interesting sounds coming from here. And honestly, I'm not even like thinking into the lyrics at the moment. I'll look at the lyrics later. I like this. I like this. It's like a nice juxtaposition between the heavy guitar parts and the vocals. Oh yeah, I will say Into the Storm. I really like the writing in it, at least the composition. The lyrics are a bit questionable, I'll agree. But I like Into the Storm just for like the composition of anything. Nope. Okay, fast review. I'll give that an 8 out of 10. Actually, no. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Really, yeah, definitely brought back those really old school From Mars to Serious vibes, as well as The Way of the Flesh. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed that epic bit in the middle where it was contrasting with the what am I saying? With the heavy guitar parts. Really enjoyed it. I think it was a great track. So far, a majority of this album is pretty solid. All right, moving into the Storm. I will say I do like Gojira when Mario gets to really, push himself a little bit on the drum parts, like here. I mean, not really here, but Like, I like this. This is, like, dope. I'm not gonna lie. Well, when we get lyrics like "put your fists in the air," it just reminds me of Disturbed with like 10,000 fists in the air. 10,000 fists in the air. But I feel like there it was just done. I don't know why it made more sense there. Put your fists in the air, boys. Put your whales in the air. Get those fists in the air, boys. I like this section. I like this section. This feels like Gojira meets like prog as fuck. If only it was longer. That's the way I don't like. This is a really great section. I just wish those were extended. How many bands have made a song called "Into the Storm"? I'm curious. If I typed in like "Into the Storm," how many songs are we gonna get into the storm? Let's see. Oh. That's a lot of "Into the Storm." Is that right? That's a lot. That's a lot of "Into the Storm." I mean, what if I just type in "the storm"? There's gonna be so many. Into the storm, after the storm, storm. We're just all going into that storm, bros. Okay, I'm gonna. Sorry, I'm not gonna derail this. Okay, well, that's fading out. I'd say 7 out of 10. Yeah, the lyrics definitely, I think, when it comes to this album, those probably the most, I guess, on the nose. I mean, I gotta deduct points as soon as you start saying stuff like "put your fists in the air," or I know Monomarth used to do this a lot where they talk about raise a glass or raise your horns, yeah, stuff like that. It's I mean, I get it. You want to engage with your audience in the moment, and that stuff does work in a live setting. But I think it's just better to keep those kind of lyrics for live shows. But yeah, or at least do a gimmick where they put the whales in the air. But anyway, let's keep moving on. We have the last 2 tracks. We got The Trails. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I feel like I'm going for a hike. I'm on the trails. Everything well? Cool. I like the guitar. I like the guitar lick. Like, what the hell's wrong with me? Words do not work today. Okay. I'm definitely getting sort of a visceral feel from this. Sounds very harrowing. This would have been cool if they had a music video for this. It's kind of giving me like Skyrim vibes a bit. Not totally, but it's like I can feel it being on like some kind of like Skyrim-esque OST. Did he say, how can we be so lame? Is that what he said? He's saying to himself he's lame. Well, that's not great. I'm really curious about this guitar tone. It's got this really nice smoothness to it. Oh, physical sense. It'd be fucking hilarious if it's like, yeah, this song's lame. We know. It's fine. Those vocal harmonies are on point. I have to say that. Thank you so much, Fragile Mick 211. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, and of course I'll always keep updated on more streams in the future. And yeah, for anyone who's new here, if you really enjoyed the stream, go ahead and subscribe. There's a lot of content. I do reviews, reactions. I'm working on guitar covers and other good stuff as well. Trails, solid track. I think it felt shorter than it actually was. I'll pause that. Okay. Trails. The Trails. I'll give it... That felt like a nice 8. 8 to 9 out of 10 on that one. It's very visceral, very emotional, at least the way I felt. It very, very captivating as well, and very intimate. And I think, yeah, those are the main things I can say for like this track compared to everything else. This definitely had a very close feeling to it. It was, yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. It was sparse. It was simple. There wasn't a huge amount of stuff going on, but sometimes being simpler is better. So yeah, I enjoyed that. All right, last track, Grind. So on the track Hold On, he's talking about grinding. Now we got the grind. This is Grind. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, we're going heavy for this. We're ending this on the heaviest note. God, Mario's got his work cut out on this. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. think I forget who commented, but definitely like this album has probably the most versatility when it comes to the vocals. Just writing in general. I'm getting feels of like Where the Fresh, Mars, More Form, Magma, all brought together in this. I guess an album I can compare it to would probably be What the Dead Men Say by Trivium, where Trivium in that album did a lot of stuff that was very modern and with their sound, as well as they did a lot of throwbacks to their old sound as well from back in the days, where it was more of a metalcore sound. Damn, it heavy. Damn that heavy boy. Surrender to the grind, man. That's like a modern day anthem about the work life. Surrender to the grind. Just keep grinding, boys. It's literally got every trope of Gojira, at least their heavier side. Okay, this is new. I love how I said that it has every trope, and then this comes. This is so interesting. They just pull out these new stuff all the time. Stream's still okay. Are you joking? Only now? Okay, let's just try and finish the song. Please don't block me, YouTube. Please leave me alone. Chat, let me know if I get blocked. It'd be so tragic on the last track. That's the one that it blocks it. You know what? Yeah, that's what it is. It's spiritual, this album. It's like a spiritual, especially like tracks like the Chant. That is spiritual as fuck. Please don't block me, please. Boss. Boss man, don't block. Don't block, I swear to fucking fuck. Just give me 1.5 more minute. Oh, and not gonna lie, I feel like they could. I hope it's not fading out like this for the rest of the track. Oh no, it is. I do like the bass tone. Sorry guys, I keep checking to see if I'm blocked yet. Thankfully I'm not. Okay, and we end on acoustic. And we're done. We're done. Oh, that was an experience. I think whoever, yeah, it was Theo's. Yeah, I think Theo said it. This is definitely a very much more spiritual album. There's so many moments where I got that. Of course, as I said, the Chant and Fortitude being one of the main moments. What I did like really cool about this album was the fact that it was a huge blend of old and new them. The fact that we could hear From Mars, The Way of the Flesh, L'Enfant, Magma all into one album, I did feel sometimes it was a bit disjointed. But at the same time, there's very distinct differences between all those eras, so it can come off sometimes that way. I will agree. I think they relied a bit too much on the fade outs, and I feel like they also started the fade outs too soon, especially on this one. This was like they were fading out for like a minute and a half on that loop, which I feel like you could have done another section of like the heavier stuff, maybe a really insane breakdown. Something reminiscent of the old days before fading out properly, just to keep it a bit more lively for a bit longer. There's definitely moments on this album where I was like, I wasn't expecting that and to like it at the same time. I think top tracks for me are for sure Hold On and Newfound. Chat quickly, so everyone write down your favorite track, write down your favorite tracks. What are your number ones? I think Amazonia, listening to it a second time, I came to appreciate a bit more, for sure. And I think going in with less expectation really helped. That's an interesting point. Yeah, I could definitely, this could be like a very good gateway album for a Gojira fan. Although I will say, if this was their starting point in a Gojira, boy, do they have some shit to go through. I would still say maybe Magma just a little bit more, because this is definitely way more experimental. Whereas I found Magma to be a bit more straightforward in its writing. Because as far as I can remember, Magma didn't have a lot of those experimental indigenous instrumentation, as far as I can remember. And Magma also had a lot of, I guess, a bit more of their old tropes involved. So overall, this album, it's not bad. I think going in, my expectations were low. Oh, thank you, Lord Noob. Lord Noobicus 7. Yeah, no, I like doing streams like this. I like, I don't know, because before COVID happened, me and my friends, because we're all sound engineers, we would go to each other's houses and just spend a day or like an evening where we just order food, have a couple of drinks, and we just put on an album. We listened through the whole thing when it came out, and we just discuss music. It was very sort of, I guess, spiritual thing we used to do. So it's nice to do it again, even though, we can't do it in person. But no, I enjoy these live streams. But anyway, back to the album. I think on first impression, it definitely exceeded my expectation, but at the same time, I went in quite low. So in that sense, I'm leaning on like a 7 out of 10 for the time being, like a 6.5 out of 10 to a 7. Just because, of course, I need to re-listen to the whole thing when writing the review. Really sort of, go through all the detailed stuff. Because, of course, my first listen, generally, I don't really think into too much about the album. But no, for sure. We'll see how it goes. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really cool album. A part of me sees Gojira potentially getting Grammy nominated again. Just because of the experimentation. And also the fact that it could be really, what is it? I guess the Grammy could like it just for the fact it's experimental, it's spiritual, it's different, but it's not really like so out there that they won't understand it. Yeah, Newfound. Newfound was good. Thinking back, I think Hold On was really nice as well, even though they like. With the whole switching between sort of styles. And just to quickly touch on the mix, as I think I've said, I just wish the vocals were louder at times. Less fade outs. But that's really my only complaint. I will say some of the leads as well on the guitars parts, I wish were a bit louder, just because they were getting really buried and they were a bit washy. Yeah. But no, those were my thoughts. 6.5 to a 7 out of 10 for me currently, and we'll see if that changes by next week. But anyway, just like to say a huge shout out to everybody who joined the stream today. I think we have a decent amount of people. Yeah, 21 now, but like at our peak it was like 36, I think, which is insane. I think that's the most amount of people I've had on a stream. So really huge thank you to all of you for joining. Also, thank you for like interacting. It definitely makes it more fun, more interesting to get different people's opinions on a track as we're listening to it. It's always dope. And all I can say is if you enjoyed this stream, give it a like. And of course, you know, if you really enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe because I do these streams pretty much every week. Sometimes we're listening to an entire album from start to finish, and sometimes we do, I guess, this user submitted music where I've decided now I give a theme for the user submitted, and you guys give me your suggestions based off that theme. So yeah, and all I can say is there won't be a stream this Sunday, so it'll be a bit of a break because I'm kind of taking the weekend off. So it'll be not this Sunday, next Sunday will be the next live stream at 4 p.m. GMT as usual. And of course, videos will come out from Monday onwards as usual. And if you haven't already, today I put out the Distant Rakva and Vermilion Rivers reaction, as well as the Spirit Box Circle with Me reaction. So go check those out as well. And yeah, but as always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. It really means a lot. And all I can say is I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.